Hello, thanks for showing up to this full moon reading, full moon in Capricorn, right around when I'm recording this. So we'll get a few cards around this energy. Also, Mercury retrograde happening at the same time, and obviously past when the full moon is around. So I just did a reading on that. I'm kind of doing these back to back. So we'll see if we get some different energies coming out in this reading or if there's a theme that continues. All right, we'll jump into it. We're going to get a card or so out of Moonology. How have you been doing? I'm definitely feeling a little more uplifted and lighter and less tired than I have the last few days. So that's feeling good. If you're experiencing some positive vibes here as well. All right. Let's see what we get out of Moonology. Messages around the full moon in Capricorn. So full moons are always in the opposite sign of the sun sign season that we're in. So Cancer season currently. Full moon will be in Capricorn, as I've now said probably at least 3 times. Maybe 3 times is a charm. All right, cutting the deck with nothing is yet set in stone. At the bottom of the deck, the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. So there we go. 4th time is a charm. So nothing is set in stone. Things may shift. There is room or time for adjustments. But whatever cycle you've been in, things are looking up. Well, more Capricorn energy here. Your hard work is paying off. What's that? New moon? New moon in Capricorn. And then a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra at the bottom of the deck. So like I said, more balance coming in. It might be win-win for everyone involved. Sometimes those outcomes are hard to envision because we just kind of get stuck on things might only go one way, or there is a lot of kind of winner-loser mentality. But there is a scenario where everybody can win. So that feels really good, really nice. All right, let's see what else we get with this here. Curious Creatures Tarot. Using this deck today. I was pulling some cards with it last night and hadn't used this deck in a while. All right, so let's see what we get here. What is this kind of hard work been about? So definitely could be career-oriented, reputation-oriented. Does not necessarily have to be some sort of romantic thing, but we'll see what sorts of tarot cards come out. I do see the Hermit was sticking out there. All right, cutting the deck with King of Swords, so that could be about communication, decisions, even cutting something out or just being more discerning here. All right, but what has this hard work been about? Strength. Right, so you've definitely had to be strong, putting in a lot of effort, right, trusting that what you're working at is worth it. 5 of Wands and the World. This looks like a little competition or competitive energy. So there, again, could be some sort of back and forth. Like I was mentioning, winners, losers. They look like they're fighting over whatever is in the middle here, shining nice and bright. Right, maybe people wanting the same thing. And then with the World, finding more balance. Maybe you have been working towards something that is coming to an end. Like it said, that tough cycle is coming to a close. Already quite a few major arcana. I've only pulled 3 cards and you've got 2. So that always tells me there is a really big change or shift. This isn't just something like day to day. This is something a little bit more major than that you've been worried about. So are you going head to head with somebody for something? I mean, this could be, let's say you're both going after the same job, or right, there could be a proposal or a project, and you know there's others that maybe you're up against to get the commission or, you know, win the job, especially if this is career oriented. Person, you could be dealing with another person that is a little bit more combative, and you've had to stay strong or really hold your ground, right? Stay peaceful through chaos. Let's see if we can get one more on this. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So there might be some sort of truth, or you could be going after a leadership position or more of a leadership role. This could be you needing to speak out. Say something that will shift and change the direction you're going in. All right, let's see here. So I don't know if that's resonating at all for you currently. Let's see what will be coming up. Oh, what kind of bug that is. Definitely getting distracted here. Maybe it's been difficult for you to stay on course. You could have some distractions coming in. And needing to keep a clear head and out of some of the chaos. Also, just now picking up too on maybe, right, turning off the news a little bit more, taking a break from social media so you can get more grounded in yourself. All right, let's see what's coming up here. Hierophant. So some sort of commitment could be coming up. Again, maybe this is, like I said, maybe you have a proposal that you're putting out there for a project and that gets accepted, right? So there's a commitment coming in. As I mentioned with a leadership role, maybe you are becoming or already are a teacher. We're going to be presenting information to others. Normally the Hierophant is about tradition, but on this card, I mean, she looks like she's about to go do yoga or aerobics in her high heels. So definitely could be some sort of focus on health and wellness. Maybe you've put in a lot of effort and you've started a program, and maybe, you know, you're kind of even having to battle yourself a little bit, right? That one voice that tells you you don't have to, you know, let's say go to the gym or class today, or you can have a cheat day on your diet or whatever it might be. And you might need to really just hone in and stay more centered so you can focus more on your health and well-being. And you're going to see that hard work paying off. You're going to see how beneficial this is. So it could be something like that as well. Let's see here. Let's get another one with Hierophant. And she's got keys around her neck. So many major arcana. I feel like we got a lot of majors in the Mercury retrograde reading as well. She's got 2 keys around her neck also, right? So you definitely have the key to something important. You're opening pathways and doors with your hard work, with your effort, with your persistence. So we also have the Magician. This definitely could be something new and different than what you've done before. Again, with all the major arcana energy, like I said, it does seem like a big shift. It could have you feeling really like dancing. I don't know why Fred Astaire just came to my mind. So maybe you're into some of those older movies or videos, or some sort of dancing could be something that you do with how she, right, has the unitard and the tights and the leg warmers. I love it. Headband. Let's get another here with this. Yeah, like I said, with the 2 keys around her neck and the Magician, like you have all the tools necessary. You're able to do this. And for some of you, this could be about performing. Maybe you are on stage somehow. Wow, we got the Empress as well. Holy mackerel here. Majors, majors, majors for sure. With the Empress, this can be about creativity. So again, you could do some sort of performative dance, artwork, and just speaking engagements. Could be around topics of health and wellness. Maybe you've had a transformation yourself and now you're sharing that with others. And not only did you kind of win at what you were doing because you saw positive results, but now that you're sharing that, others are winning too. Right, but yeah, with the Empress, you can see the butterflies. So some sort of transformation has taken place. This is nurturing energy. I already mentioned creativity, love, care. Yeah, definitely some new path that is more about well-being, has you feeling strong, settled. Could be working with others. With some of that combative energy, watch out for others that have maybe been, even talking behind your back, or, the people that aren't really there to help support you. But yeah, some sort of new opportunity, new path. With 2 aces coming out here, and again, all of these major arcana: Strength, the World, the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Empress. But you will definitely be sitting pretty after this, so keep calm, keep cool, especially if combative people or situations are afoot. Right, because handling that delicately, and with strength. I love that the strength card in this deck is a lamb or a sheep, right? And then with the World, it could be, again, really tuning in, meditating a little bit more, so you can beam out that positivity, trust the work you're putting in. Yeah, maybe some sort of new leadership opportunities. So I don't know if that applies for you or not, or again, just to focus, really get it picking up here on health, wellness, and sharing that as well. Okay. All right, well, that's what we've got here for the full moon reading. Definitely different from the Mercury retrograde reading, so we'll see how these maybe fit together or go together, since part of these are happening at the same time. But yeah, if you've got a proposal out there for a project, or you're putting yourself out there with, again, it could be some sort of performance, speaking engagement, something like that. Seems like that is going to go in a positive direction for you if that applies. So here's a preemptive congratulations. But yeah, keep putting in that work. It's paying off. All right, so that's what we've got here for a full moon in Capricorn reading. I hope there's some energy here for you. And until next time, peace.